What's up, family? It's Naj with Built by Plants. I want to give you all a recap of everything that has been happening the first month or two with Zav and his journey so far.
Yo, what's good? My name is Zav, and I am the plant-based brother. I am based out of Houston, Texas, and I'm about 5'10", 240. I like long walks on the beach. Okay, I'm joking. But yo, listen, I need a six pack. I have some important things coming up in my life, and my goal is to get a six pack.
At this point, he's doing much better.
Halfway through.
As far as his direction and a route, but there's been a lot of curveballs. I just want to give you all a recap of those first 8 weeks, what that was like on a journey when things don't get off to the best start, because there's a lot of clients that sign up and they start getting results right out the gate, right? They lose 10 to 12 pounds the first month and they dominating. But there's also going to be situations where that's not happening, right? And that's kind of like this situation here. And I just want you all to get a good understanding of and why we haven't posted as much as we wanted to. Just due to not knowing necessarily the best way to put it out, whether to do it live or if we should chop up the videos so they're shorter so you don't got to sit through the whole thing. I just didn't know the best route, especially since there wasn't a lot of tangible results that you all can see, right? But there were a lot of teaching points that happened in those check-in calls. So I figured this would be the best route to give you all a good recap and not skip over the first 2 months, because there's a lot that can be shared and I want you all to be able to know what's going on with the rest of the journey and be filled in with everything. All right, so let's go ahead and start by the beginning. Zolf signed up July 18th, right? Or that was the day he started. He signed up like 3 weeks before then, but he went down to Florida, spent some time, got the food in that he wanted to eat, enjoy that whole pre-coaching phase, right? To get him ready for when he's actually in the coaching program. So he did that, came back down to Houston. That first week we got started July 18th. And I always say with all of our clients, the first week is just a filling out process, right? So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to hit your calories and everything 100% because it may not happen. Now, if you have experience with these tools that we're using, maybe it may happen, but don't put that stress on yourself where you're feeling bad or not accomplished if you don't do everything 100% correct. That first week is just about filling it out, understanding the best times to eat, learning how to weigh out your foods, learning how to utilize MyFitnessPal, watching all the videos inside of the Built by Plants Pocket Coach, watching all the recipe videos inside of our virtual kitchen. So all that's our online platform, our monthly subscription that you can get access to is a link down below in the description if you all want access to that content, the top tier content that we have. That's the first week, right? So the end of the first week, Friday, is when he had a hiccup where he asked how to approach a event that he had for lunch the next day, which was with some coworkers. And we had that conversation through text and didn't necessarily go that way. End up going there. He had nachos. I gave him some tips.
How do I feel? Man, just going out to Luby's yesterday was a fail, bro. Yeah. It was, yeah. Cause they didn't have anything. Like, they didn't have anything I could eat, man. Like, for real. Like, I got like a small thing of like jalapeno rice and corn. So I ended up getting nachos.
Obviously, they were a little bit higher calories. That was the situation. It was like, okay, well, it's the first week. We're not going to make it a big deal. We're not going to beat ourselves up. We're going to realize that we're still learning. We're trying to make better changes. And maybe he would have had nachos 3 times a week. If you go from not having nachos 3 times in a week to having it once, that's progress in my eyes, right? So it's like, okay, cool. Not a big deal. Next week come, he's doing better, trying out the foods on the meal plan, trying to weigh them out and things like that. And then from July 18th, the day he started, then comes July 26th and COVID, right? Zav grabs COVID or COVID grabs Zav, and he's down for some time, right? For about 15 days or so. And, not able to necessarily eat 100% from the meal plan. He's more so doing, broths and resting and not working out and all those things, right? So everything's pretty much put on pause for about 2 weeks or so, but we're still checking in, texting them to keep them in good spirits so they can stay in the right mindset, not let this little setback hinder the results that are possible. Fast forward to August the 8th when he's pretty much recovered. And then 2 days later, we have a check-in call where we talk for a little bit, catch up. He's letting us know how the situation went with COVID.
What's going on?
Hey man, I'm here, man. It's Friday. I'm here.
How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. Feel a lot better than last week. Yeah, I feel a lot better, man. I mean, I still have like a little cough, but it's not like significant when I wake up or whatnot. Like I got to get this out. You know what I mean? I don't know if the AC be too cold. I don't know. But besides that, I feel a lot better. A lot better. So.
And then he meets Dwayne for the first time virtually, and they talk for a minute.
Well, you haven't had your first body rebuild session yet, right? Never.
With Dwayne?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. So it's the first time meeting.
Yeah.
So they talk for a minute. Both of them are from Miami, so they clicked a little bit.
Y'all got a lot in common. Both y'all from Miami.
Miami. I always say like Miami. So like my Turner Tech.
Oh, what high school you went to?
I went to North Miami Beach.
Okay, NMB. Yeah, because I lived over there by Turner Tech. That's why I asked.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes,
small world, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what y'all talking about, but that's cool.
Both of them just had COVID, so they bonded with that a little bit.
We both COVID survivors, man. Look
I was about to say, like, both from Miami, both recovering COVID addicts.
Both in Texas. Crazy, right?
Hey man,
Always switching. But no, man, I'm glad that you're doing good. Like you're feeling a lot better.
Like Dwayne, like he said a couple like via text, like smell, taste is still very faint. Like it's there, but it's not like, oh man, this tastes like amazing. I can taste every little component. Like, nah, like
yeah.
That's not my current experience or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not your AC because I still go through it now, and I've been cured for how long now? So it's just random times. You just gotta let it all out.
Both of them now live in Texas. Zal's in Houston. Dwayne's down here in Dallas. Well, he's in Irving. We're in Dallas, but next door. So we were just catching up on that call. So that went pretty well. And on that call, that's when Zal told us that his sister was in town.
We just want to catch up with you, just make sure that everything's good. I know you got some adjustments that you want for the meal plan, so we're going to send those over. But aside from that, how are you feeling physically?
I feel good. I mean, because of COVID, I lost a couple pounds or whatnot. So physically, I feel good. So I do have family in town. There's like a caveat. I do have family in town now. I have a twin sister, and she has a 1-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. Yeah.
It's like I'm learning something new every time we talk.
Oh, he don't let all the cat out the bag.
No, yeah. It's like gradual. So I tested negative on like Sunday. She got here on Tuesday, and I was like, yeah, I am into the store, whatever. And it's just, she comes here with the kids. She expects a break. Like, she expects me to cook and whatnot. And so I'm thinking that I should probably restart our program. She leaves August 30th on September 1st. And I say that because they're there and she wants me to cook for the kids and, we're making pancakes, we're making this, that, and the third, like stuff like that. It's just, I can, right? But it's a little temptation and whatnot. And then my birthday is August 26th. So like, I already know like we about to be like hitting the city, I'm taking that like a couple days off or whatnot. And I was just like, these are small, right? Very small factors that are like little curveballs, but they're also like very realistic. Like my sister expects me to do all the cooking. Like, oh, can you make some such and such and such and such? And like, I know that it's not going to be meal plan approved for us to reach the goals that I'm trying to do, that I'm trying to accomplish or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So it's not an excuse, but it is a reason. I was thinking about that before I called. I was like, maybe I should just take a step back because I'm rocking with y'all. You know what I mean? Like my girl, she also told me like she probably ain't moving here till like December, January. I know I told you like I want to do some things like October, but you know what I mean? But just know like I'm gonna be rocking with the BPP program like until if that's next year, until next year, you know what I mean, August, that's what it is, right? But I do have those goals and I'm trying to accomplish those goals. And, you know what I mean? I was just like, it was just crazy. It's like a perfect storm. You know what I mean? 1 week with you guys. And it was in that 1 or 2 weeks, I don't remember, but that was perfect because like my body, like I was already like sort of detoxing or whatnot. And then get sick for 2 weeks, barely eating, or eating like once a day or whatever the case may be. And then my sister gets in town that Tuesday. And it's not like horrible stuff. I'm not eating, like I'm not gonna fall off like the bandwagon so crazy. But it's just like, you know, it's just a lot of things. I think the last thing is like people like, yo, it's your birthday. Like, you know, I'm at work now. They're like, yo, let's go out to eat. I want to take you to go somewhere for your birthday or whatever the case to be. I was just like, oh, man. Okay. So yeah. So tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. Yeah. I mean, it is a reason. I don't really want to say it's an excuse. Like I'm not jumping the bandwagon. I do want to lock in with you guys, but I want to do it like in decent and in order. And like, not saying that I'm not all in right now, but it's just a couple. And I understand, Najee, that it's always going to be some factors, right? But your birthday month hits a little bit different when you got with your twin sister and her 3 children in town. It hits a little different. It hits a little bit different. Like, yeah. So talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So the fact that you say your birthday month hits differently. Like you say your birthday, my birthday weekend, birthday month.
He has a twin sister, which is cool, right? It's like, wow. And she has 3 kids. So they came in town and they were staying with him and they were there already, right? They had came, I believe he said like a day or 2 before that actual call or whatever it may be. So I was like, okay, cool. So then he was like, out of nowhere, he mentioned that it may be a good idea for him to put the program on pause for a little bit while his sister is in town. And I'm like, why is that? And he was just saying that his sister wanted him to, you know, do cooking because Zal's a good cook. Zal's a great cook. He makes really great tasting food. If you follow him on Instagram, the plant-based brother, you'll probably see some of the stuff that he posts. And that's his thing, you know. He enjoys cooking. He does a lot with that, right? He's like, I guess he's a chef. If he's not, he should be because some of the stuff he makes looks really good. And I'm like, okay, well, let's compromise. Let's not put the program on pause. Let's, you know, 3 days out the week, we'll eat from our meal plan, right? So that we can at least build some good habits while you're going through this process of, you know, bonding with your family. They're in town. I know you all want to enjoy yourselves. They probably want to go out to some of the plant-based restaurants, whatever it may be, or that's around in Houston, because I'm sure there's a lot, right? But let's at least try to keep some of these habits that we're trying to build on this coaching program, right? It's about a lifestyle change. So it's not about, you know, stopping just because you want to eat and cook what you want to cook. Let's continue to build good habits.
1, eat the foods that you're going to be making with them or making for them, but staying within your calories still. So still tracking your calories so that you can at least maintain your weight for that period of time.
Right.
When the birthday weekend comes, then, you know, if you want to enjoy it and like have what you want to have, that's fine. Because I know that pretty much next month is when we're going to really be able to, you know, attack the program correctly and, you know, the best way. The thing that I don't want is for bad habits to be built during this period of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's most important. Because especially if she's bringing the kids and like cook and have fun and probably even go out to some restaurants and stuff like that. The main thing is from now till the end of the month, it should be at least maintaining not so much about your weight, but those good behaviors, those good habits. Mm-hmm. Still trying to stay on point with tracking your calories, knowing how much you're eating, because that's going to carry over to the next month. Because if you do a free fall and just like eat whatever you want, whenever time and those type of things, it's going to be hard to just turn on that switch when, you know, next month comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said she was in town from August the 10th through August the 30th, 2.5, 3 weeks or whatever it may be, right? So it's like, okay, well, he's not going to be eating in front of meal plan, so we already know that he's probably not going to be losing weight through this period of time for the next 3 to 4 weeks because he made it clear that he wants to be able to enjoy himself and eat what he wants to eat. And, you know, that was just another curveball, right? So it's like, okay, well, we can give the most encouragement and like give him the most insight in the world, but if he has his mind made up on what he wants to do, can't physically eat the food for him. right? We can't go there and weigh out food for him. So that happened, right? And that was just like, man, like, you know, you have so much potential. We want to see you succeed, but these little situations are happening. I believe his mom came in town like a week before the COVID situation as well for like a week, or she was supposed to. So just like these little things that continue to happen. And if we want to backtrack for a minute, you know, she started July 18th, but 3 weeks prior to the starting, the reason why we started the 18th and not July 1st or the 3rd was because he wanted to go to Florida to spend some time. And, you know, obviously they were going to be eating good food and enjoying themselves. So it was like, okay, we'll get all that out of the way before we start the program. And then, you know, literally a week into the program, 3 weeks into the program is, you know, we're kind of back at square one, you know. So it's one of those things that you really have to think about and navigate as a coach, and, you know, finding the best approach, because it's family, you know, and I love family. I love my family. I understand that, you know, you want to be able to enjoy yourselves with your family. I just also want him to be able to get these results that he desired, you know, because he expressed to me like what his goals are, that he hasn't been able to accomplish this up until this point in his life. And, you know, I'm like, man, like we can make it happen, dude. Like, we need to go, like, you know. So, but to go into that over this period of time while his sister's in town, there was a positive. We have live virtual training, right, with the Built by Plants coaching program, and that's done through Zoom, and it's 1 to 3 times per week depending on the coaching program that you sign up for, and that's done with our assistant coach Dwayne. And he shows up, sends you the Zoom link, and you work out with him on live, right, with the Body Rebuild, our at-home bodyweight workout program. And it's 3 rounds of high-intensity cardio. None of the workouts last over 25 minutes. And he was showing up for those on Tuesday, which I was super proud of him for. That was like the saving grace. But it's like you got to roll with the punches and do what you can do. But he did stay on point with the workouts, with the 1 workout per week, the 1 session, right? The holdup was that sister came in town on the 10th, and she was supposed to stay for 3 weeks. That ended up being over a month and a week, right? So from the 10th through September the 18th. So this has been like the last month or so where he wasn't really as on point with his diet as he should have been. That was a situation where it was just very challenging to navigate, because we're like, man, okay, well, this week, let's go. Are you ready to get back rolling this Monday? Let's go. So we all good to get back rolling this upcoming Monday?
Huh? Wait, I can't. No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. We're gonna react. So upcoming Monday, what you got planned? We ready to start back?
This upcoming Monday, we gonna start back. It's gonna be love. It's gonna be good. You know, not just gonna get me, but we have like a going away lunch for my coworker. So I know I'm supposed to bring my own lunch and say no. But it's my guy. Like, this is my guy. Like I can't not go. I mean, I can like not eat and just like eat before.
So I want to understand this process here. Why is it that it's a must for you to have whatever is being given there? Like, why do you feel the need, if you do go to the event, that you gotta have whatever they give you? Like, it's a must that they control what you take in.
It is not. It is not a must. Nope. It's not a must. Not at all.
And you'll be able to see what he says here. You know, ready to get back on point. He's starting fresh, basically doing his meal prepping. We got a plan that he can stick to. You know, he wanted the plantains and such. And you all will see that on the next Zoom call, the next live session. So that's a little bit of a recap. You know, we did some talking and just understanding where we are. We've come to realize that Zav is a very social individual. He's a very family-oriented individual, which is amazing, great. I want him to keep the social life. I want him to continue to do the events and the things like that. But I also want him to take control over his situation, right? To not let his circumstances and the people that he's around, his environment, control what he's putting into his body. Because just because you decide to make a change with your body, your physique, and this is not just him, but to you as well, the viewer, doesn't mean that everyone around you is going to be all in on what you're trying to accomplish, right? They're going to still live based off of their values and their goals, right? Maybe they're not ready to lock in yet, right? Maybe they are already the state that they want to be in. But if you're not, you got to realize that, right? And you got to realize that you can't just do what everyone else is doing. You got to lock in. You got to make sure that you're prioritizing what you need to. So prepping, getting ready ahead of time, making your meals ahead of time, weighing out your foods, not just going with the flow, right? Being more conscious about the decisions that you're making and the outcome of those decisions that you're making, how they're going to affect you in the long term, right? How they may slow down your progress or whatever it may be. So, we just had to have some conversations and have him to realize that because of all these little situations that are popping up, and we're not giving up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just expressing everything that has happened up until this point because I want you all to understand what's been going on, and I didn't want to leave you all in the dark, right? I want you all to know what's going on and, the real of what actually can happen when you're trying to set goals for yourself, when you're trying to accomplish something that you haven't done before, right? Every little thing will pop up, but if you continue to go, you continue to move forward, put the first thing first and realize that, okay, well, nothing else is going to change. This isn't just going to magically happen. I'm not going to get the results I want just because I signed up for coaching or whatever. I still got to execute. I still got to put, some real action behind these words, right? So now we're holding, I guess, what's the saying? Holding his feet to the fire. Now we're holding him accountable and making sure that he does the things that he needs to do, right, to continue to progress. So now he has no more distractions. Now it's just him and, his actions and obviously us. And, we're supporting him, checking in 3 days a week. We have a check-in call every week, Friday or Saturday. And we have we text him Mondays and Wednesdays and, just making sure that he's doing what he needs to do, giving him the updates to the meal plans and the changes and showing up for the live virtual training and all these different things that we provide with our coaching program. With all that being said, you got to execute, right? Nothing's going to come by just saying that you want it. You got to actually put that work in. So we're ready to put the work in. Zav is now ready to put the work in. So moving forward, we're going to be doing live check-ins, right? Live YouTube videos. I'm going to make sure that he's cool with that so that we can give you all updates, every week or every other week. It'll probably be as far as what's going on and how he's doing and all these, variables in between, the challenges, the struggles, but the successes and the accomplishments as well. Just giving you all some valuable information. So I appreciate you all for staying tuned in, for staying locked in the journey. If you all have any ideas or, insight as far as like what you all want to see and the type of videos that you want or, the questions that you may want us to ask and, those type of things as well, let us know because we're always looking for feedback. We're always looking to do things better, make it more entertaining, engaging, and help you all learn along the way. So give this video a like. Go ahead and tap the subscribe button if you haven't already and then turn on those notifications so you can get all of these check-ins. Drop a comment down below if you got anything that you find valuable that you want to add to the conversation, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.